monte, é tipo uma fonte dela. De fronte, ela, sonho com um novo horizonte. Trancada na cela ou numa favela. Ele é foda, João. Pobre menina, sofre de verdade por toda a cidade, ainda mais do que a...
Big homestand coming up. There's nothing better than playing in front of your home crowd, but there's also a certain level of pressure that comes with it. I don't get it done tonight, and that raises the sense of urgency even higher next time. So I'm just focused on this game and getting a W for the best fans in the world.
We're in the place they call the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario, the home of the Raptors, where we're broadcasting live. We welcome you this Thursday evening as we get set for some exciting NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll look at the Nuggets. It's been a bit of a slow start for the season for them so far, but it's still very early and a lot of games to be played. A free-flowing first quarter. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game. That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
Price in at point guard. Terrence Ross is out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Scola, and it's Wright in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Boy, and for Randy Foye, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
First personal foul. And Toronto making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Atlanta Hawks.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
Chandler attacking. Soft touch off the glass.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Price kicks to Carroll. Feeds it to Valanciunas. To the paint. Lets it go from 11. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Price has got his first bucket in this one. Chandler a screen. Now, here is Foye. Defense is right there. The 10-footer. Toronto grabs the miss. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Price. Drops it in from 11 feet. And it's a 3-point Raptor lead. Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Foy, the pass to Fareed. Moutier. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Price outside. It's stolen by Moutier. And here we go. Moutier heading to the hoop. Good on the shot. Fareed's got 4 this quarter.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of
patience.
Each and every possession.
Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot.
A new group in now for the Raptors. James Johnson checked in for Scola.
We're forcing the issue too much.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up.
Well, Jameer, as you come out.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. And the Raptors with some changes. Damari Carroll's checked in for Scola. Ross comes in for Johnson. And it's Price in for DeMar DeRozan. And Denver also making a switch. Joey Dorsey's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Moutier out there with Foy. And it's Dorsey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, last year, Toronto won their division and got bounced out in the first round. Same result, Clark, they had back in 2014.
Yeah, but, you know, despite that sameness, they were an improved team last season, Kevin. They did a lot of the small things better in total, and I thought looked better and more cohesive as a group.
The drive by Lowry. Price, right side, takes it from 10. No good. And Denver the other way now. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with a road win.
Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for Toronto.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch. And as you mentioned, the Raptors did improve last season. I mean, they cut back on their turnovers a lot. They were top 3 in the league in terms of taking care of the basketball.
It's stolen by Foy. This is to Dorsey. Out left to the wing. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And the 3 off target.
And as you said, the Raptors took care of the ball a lot better and as a result had more assists. They also cut back on their fouls, and that was helpful. Little things like that made them much more competitive as a team and helped lead them to those 49 wins.
We've got 1:08 left in the third. Randy Foy is on the way. From past the arc. Can't get it to go.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Lowry kicks to Price. Price can't get that one to fall.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Now here's Moutier. Now recovering. And the dunk by Fareed.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Boudier dishes to Fareed. 1 second left. Off on that one. And as we conclude the third quarter. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. That was a fun...
Kyle, congratulations on
the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
I think his efficiency.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC. Look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're going to have to decide the legacy you want to leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we got to set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakingandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you, and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste. And you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing, you know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger. You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan, not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met?
Right? You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freakin' and Vibin', Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa, okay.
You love it,
All
right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes. But he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right. But blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squashed?
Squashed.
Zucchini'd.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What are you thinking about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at?
I
think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, mister. But, I have a personal life, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
A night view of the East River set against the bright lights of New York City. From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand. They're hungry for first quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
You know, Dwayne Casey was once a player at Kentucky, took me and hosted me on my recruiting visit at Kentucky back in 1979. Actually got his coaching start at the school as well.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Price is in at the point. Patrick Patterson is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Joseph in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Full 24-second shot clock. And so here's Toronto, trailing by 4. Price kicks to Ross, and it's Joseph in the corner. Patterson setting the pick for Joseph. Patterson, the screen. Joseph, the pass to Price. Price can't get that one to fall. If you're talking about Coach Dwayne Casey, he's found his place in Toronto. Took them, Greg, to back-to-back postseason appearances.
And, you know, it's good to see him finally establishing himself as a head coach. He's really known as a defensive specialist, but once he gets in charge of a team, he'll have them focused on defense and really stresses that in every practice.
Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. 5th best, the Nets.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Here's Jack. And it's blocked by Price. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Nets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall who had never played high school or college hoops.
Ross with a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And going back to international comparisons, Bargnani was keeping some pace with Nowitzki over his first 5 years, but that's when the injury bug laid into him, and that's not been the case.
You know, and Bargnani was really starting to play great on the offensive end, and defensively, he started to make an impact, but Nowitzki, on the other hand, just kept rising all the way to that true Hall of Fame status. Bargnani still searching.
And stolen by Patterson. Takes the 3. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Nets lead by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto. Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Bogdanovich out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Young. Then it's Robinson. And it's Lopez in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Bogdanovich dishes to Robinson. Rebound by the Raptors. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Young left side. There's a screen by Robinson. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Pocket 6. It's Robinson high post. Here's Bogdanovich. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far. Price outside. Fires at the elbow. And that one hits back iron. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
Thank you, Kevin and Dwayne. A very tight game here. What's the number one thing you need to do in the second half to try to get out ahead and break this thing open?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half. Some changes for Brooklyn. Bargnani comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Thomas Robinson in for Wayne Ellington. A new group in now for the Raptors. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar Carroll. White, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Price in for Kyle Lowry. So for Toronto right now, Price in at point guard. Terrence Ross is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Scola, and it's Wright in at the 2.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Thaddeus Young. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
No good from Price. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
The dish to Scola for 3. That's good from Price. The assist by Scola.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that.
Ugly.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Joe Johnson. He showed the composure and cleverness that only a longtime veteran could possess. A vintage performance from a very savvy player. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, my Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done.
Yeah.
I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby. It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon, but now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, land of the free and the home of God.
The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. Carroll, and it's Price in for Kyle Lowry. Raptors trail by 3. So the Raptors 5 right now. Price in at point guard. Scola out there with Johnson. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Joseph in at the shooting guard position. From 11 feet away, Miller grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And Andre Miller, what a virtuoso floor general he has been. By far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what'd you find out?
For them to be successful, Kevin, he said they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees every time the ball gets in the post. If they don't collapse on their post threats, he knows they're in for a long game. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Price kicks to Joseph. Back to Price. Takes a 3. And again, no good by Toronto.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Raptors trail by 3. A 3 ball. Price can't get that one to fall.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Muhammad. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Muhammad's got hit. Toronto shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. And a white freak. Here's Scola. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
That is good. Price with the ball. Pass to Scola. 13 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Miller dishes to Pekovic. As the basket count. Play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
That one misses for Pekovic. Here's Price. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 7. Jump. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play? Both teams deciding to change it up. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. So for Toronto right now, Price, he's in at point guard. Terrence Ross is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Scola in at the 5 down low.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Pekovic with a screen. Bean passes to Pekovic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Luis Scola.
And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in. Yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
And he sinks the second. And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint on both ends of the floor.
Johnson left side, shoots from 14. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto. 1:31 left in the first half. Count that one.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Raptors trail by 11. Price outside. He kicks it to Ross. Johnson the screen. The dish to Joseph. To the wing right side. For 3, Price. Price can't get that one to fall. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. The pass to Muhammad. Kicks it to Pekovic. Puts up the baby hook. Toronto grabs the miss. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
For Minnesota, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. Both free throws good for Miller. Raptors trail by 13. To the inside. Johnson attacking. The steal. Miller outside. He feeds it to Muhammad. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Muhammad's got his second basket of the game.
Ooh, tough layup with the guy right on him. He can be a hard player to handle at times.
And that concludes the first half.
Coach, what?
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Garnett. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Zach LaVine's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Miller's subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Joseph, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. And it's Price in for Kyle Lowry. Anthony Towns and Pekovic are up front. Miller is out there with LaVine. And it's Muhammad in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons wasn't happy with how he played. He picked up 5 points, and in addition to those points, he added a couple of steals. He never seemed to find his rhythm and ended with an abysmal shooting percentage. We'll see if he can bounce back here.
Good work as always, Doris. Thank you. Well, we haven't seen too many games, guys, like that out of him before.
And you know what? I'm thinking we'll see a different guy here tonight. Hard to imagine he'd have back-to-back bad games.
Yep, forget about back-to-back bad games on an individual basis. What he really wants to avoid are back-to-back losses. Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And for Luis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
Wiggins is checked in for the Timberwolves. Ross is checked in for the Raptors. Miller kicks to Muhammad. Wiggins left side. Rebounded by Luis Scola.
Move it!
Scola's got 5 rebounds tonight. Greg, you were talking about Scola. He has the physical skills, Clark, to make a difference.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's not spectacular in anything, but he's really solid in just about everything. A pro's pro, and he adds value, tremendous value to any team he's on. You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Ross, that's in, coming off an assist from Price. Ross has got his first 2 points of the night.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I mean, I think they came out with some tired legs to start, but they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
Miller kicks to Muhammad. With 1 on the clock, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. The Timberwolves shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Shooting for Minnesota, Shabazz.
That one is off.
2 shots. Substitution on the...
Watch him. He's coming out over there.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here.
Yes, I'm here with Kevin.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly meet Kevin Martin. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just... And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Hart...
As I was saying, got a real big problem. All this kitty stuff. Your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image is cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching. and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right, man.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Oh, ouch.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. Recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Nah, that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make you flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
What CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf. Now, it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic. We all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, Cece, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
Okay, what did I just say about
That's
Team
what?
Freak?
A manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what you
say
know
about
No,
Team
the
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap.
You gonna let her
Hey.
talk to me
Yo,
like that, really?
this
You need
is
to check
way
her
too
now.
cold
in. I
Yo,
ain't even
check
talking
her
about
now.
me. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you, it's in the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you
and
know I'll
don't
never
worry
leave our
about
parents
a
in projects.
thing, fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what, Cece? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, Freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. All right? Hey, freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
CC. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
Then how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, CC? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
Just trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can't. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, CC. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know,
They
yo.
be hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane, and everybody else just gotta make way for that, you know?
That's him, but who are you?
Nah, man, I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He could put you on?
Maybe. You gotta do what you gotta do when you need to do it to get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day, step by step.
green, look what happened when the game got sloppy. Introducing the Lone Ranger and Kimo Sabi. The horses are big, the 10-gallon tracks. The hood cowboys with the 10-gallon rap track. And ACG boots and baseball caps. I agree, this ain't a simulation of the doo-doo. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We branched off, shine. I just waited our chance to blast off. Year rounds in possession of Black Poet, Nick Khalil, the NYGs. I'm making diamonds out of pressure. My pipes are intact. Don't believe me? Action, pointing back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. NYC. They said New York fell off. Who bringing New York back? Not a lecture, more like a